Right, welcome to another edition of the Real Estate TV, and this is your host, your mentor, about how do you do marketing without marketing out there that doesn't cost you anything. So this week I will continue with more zero-cost marketing tips. All right, and marketing is very crucial for success in real estate because as a real estate investor, you need three things. One, you need leads for buyers, you need leads for sellers, and you need leads for investors. And the only way you can have leads is if you do marketing. So let me suggest several zero-cost marketing methods, and this relies primarily on word-of-mouth marketing. All right, so what I want you to do, something very simple that I tell everyone, all of my students, and it is one of the very first things that one of my mentors told me or taught me as to how to jumpstart my real estate investing career. And it is this. You go and either become a member of your local real estate investors association, okay, or landlords association, and you just network with other real estate investors. All right? You can call We Buy Houses signs, okay, that you see on the road. If you see a sign on the road that says We Buy Houses signs, We Buy Houses, then call that sign and start interviewing or start talking to the person on the other line. You can call or email, okay, anyone who has We Buy Houses ads on Craigslist, Backpage, and Kijiji, and even your local newspaper, especially if it has an online version. Go ahead and email everyone that has We Buy Houses signs, or I mean We Buy Houses ads, okay? And for the local newspapers, email those who are probably investors, like, you know, if they use words like handyman special, needs TLC, wholesale deal, and so on, those are likely wholesalers, okay? Or if they use words like newly renovated, they might be investors as well because they might have renovated the property. You can even call or email those who have posted houses for rent. That, you know, chances are they are likely landlords, the fact that they have houses for rent, okay? And you can also do an email blast, very simple. And then one thing that I will expound more in this video is having an email signature, okay? And an email signature, I mean, if you think about it, it is very simple, and yet it is very profound. I just by doing this in 1 week, for example, the first week I did this, I bought a house for $1, okay, believe it or not. And then the next day, we sold it for a $3,000 profit, okay? And think about this. If you are either sending or replying or forwarding, let's say just 10 emails a day, okay? In 1 month, that will be 300 emails. In 1 year, that will be 3,600 emails, all right? And most of the time, I mean, imagine if you have an email signature that says something like this, Trace, you know, that's your name. And you can set this up easily in Gmail, such that every time that you either send an email or reply to an email or even forward an email, this thing appears, you know, at the bottom of your message. You don't have to type this over and over again. So imagine if you have 3,600 emails, okay? And even if only 1% of your emails convert, okay, that is, you know, this should be seen 3,600 times, right? If you refer me a seller in foreclosure, I'll pay you $1,000. So think about that one. So, you know, if only 1% converts, that will be 3.6 sellers, okay? 3.6 will respond and give you a motivated seller, okay? And let's say out of 3.6, let's say between 3 to 4, you only got 1 deal done, right? I mean, that's potentially, you know, anywhere from 3,000, maybe even 10,000, and in some cases maybe even $20,000 profit, and simply because you set up an email signature, okay? So very, very simple, and something that you can do like immediately after you've watched this video. I suggest you do that. You choose an email signature of your own that would indicate that you are a real estate investor and you need to get houses that you can buy at a discount. So next week, I will talk to you about even more zero-cost marketing that you can do so that you can start generating leads. All right. Until then, this is your mentor, Trace Trajano.